So you get into these elite circles, and what happens is the trappings of the elite circles that you got to be careful about is that once you're inside the circles, people are very reluctant to sever ties, right? So you get into the group, and then somebody in the group does something crazy. A lot of times people are just reluctant to walk away from the group. That's the social capital bias, right? So a lot of times, so what Epstein's Paul did that was really, I think, probably uncomfortable for a lot of his rich friends, his elite friends, is they were like, damn, like we can't even talk to this guy anymore. Like, but Jeffrey was the hookup. Jeffrey had the plane, he had the women, he had the money, he made the big donations, and that literally is that was the trap that Epstein set. And Lawrence Summers falling into the trap speaks to the fact that he had very powerful people that fell into that. Like I wouldn't be surprised you saw. I bet you every nickel in my bank account that he knew Bill Clinton very well, right? I bet you that he knows Donald Trump very well. I bet he probably even had some. I wonder if he knew Barack Obama at all. Like I don't know, right? Because what we know Harvey Weinstein did, right? So the point of all this is to say that that's an age old thing, and it's funny, right? Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. It's like the Steens can lead the stain. Like those are bars, right? Like so that's kind of interesting, right? Like the Steen and I don't know. It's kind of a common thread of financial manipulation, financial warfare, money being used as a tool for control and power and influence. And so it doesn't mean you shouldn't form your alliances, but it does mean that one thing you can maybe learn for sure is in what is it with wealthy people, wealthy families. One thing really wealthy families do when they're protecting their wealth is they hire like private investigators and they do background checks on anybody that comes in their circle. This is what like when you get well when your wealth eventually for a lot of you when your wealth is really high, like some of you are going to have wealth of over $500 million one day, $100 million, and you're trying to protect that. You have to kind of watch everything. You got to watch. Your son comes home with some girl, and he's like, "I'm in love. I'm going to get married." Wealthy families are like, "Okay, so who is this young lady, and where did she come from?" That they just do it, and it's not because they're being snobs. It's because they're like, hold on, we're not gonna let you, let your penis cause you to lose $50 million of the family's money. Do we need to make adjustments in the trust to make sure that you don't have access to too much money? Because being addicted to this woman could be like you coming home with a crack habit. So ultimately, at the end of the day, this is just the way the world works. When you build your wealth, you're gonna have to protect it, and you got to be strategic and thoughtful and logical and careful with your decision making. And I say this as a person who doesn't on any level pretend like I've got it all figured out. Because again, Lawrence Summers is a very smart man, but men cannot outsmart their masculinity, if you will. That you cannot outsmart your penis. Women cannot outsmart their vaginas. Those are smarter than you. That's just life. So you have to find some other way to get around that. All right. So I didn't mean to say the word penis and vagina. Some of you have your kids here, but it's about time we have the birds and the bees conversation. All right. So let's go ahead and finish up for today. um, if you're not on the text list for this class, text the word morning to the number 87948. Text morning to 87948 on your phone. I'll let you know we meet every single morning at 10 a.m. And also, don't forget Friday night we're doing the financial slumber party, and that's going to be 11 o'clock at night. We're going to meet late at night and have fun and play music and play games, and we're going to learn how to invest properly during an economic storm. That's the training we're going to do. I'll have slides ready, and everything in the slides will be yours. You can keep it for life. And also, there is a small fee, but if you're a member of the Dr.